Anya.
And I'm Maddie.
And we're the Tweeks.
Twin Teen Geeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th Hunger Games.
Welcome to the 76th annual Hunger Games.
Well, not exactly, but Mockingjay Part 2 did come out last week.
And it was amazing. I loved the way Katniss dressed in this movie. There's this one scene she was wearing this green knit sweater and purple plum leggings, and I was like, that's how I dress, or want to dress. My new aesthetic, Katniss and Peeta watching the rain.
Okay. I also really like how this movie doesn't really focus on Gale versus Peeta. Which one will she choose? Ah! And it focuses more on Katniss's personal, internal decisions, and I think that's really great. Also, it really shows how bad of a person Gale is. Like, amen. Hey, weren't you Team Gale?
I was.
Until when?
After I read Mockingjay. Now, I'm Peeta all the way.
Yeah.
So, Mockingjay Part 1 left off where Mockingjay Part 2 left off where Mockingjay Part 1 left off. So, Katniss vocal cords just healed so she could talk again after Peeta attacked her, and now she's helping him with his therapy.
Highlights. Okay. So, the O'Dare Cresto wedding. Oh my god, I love Finnick and Annie so much. They're so cute. And just also, everything with the dancing was perfect. Second highlight, Joanna. Just like all Joanna. I love Joanna the best. I mean, kudos to the writers for sticking true to the plot of the book. But, I mean, you might as well put Joanna on screen more. Like, you might as well add more of a character that everyone likes.
Warning, spoilers! So, it was a rumor that Suzanne Collins was going to not have Finnick die in Mockingjay Part 2, but our hearts were broken when he did die.
Finnick's fighting with the Trident was amazing. He's a master with the Trident. It was all like cool and stuff. Like that was cool! Okay, Anya, who's your favorite character? Is it still Katniss?
Actually, my favorite character was Pollux. Even though he didn't speak in the movie, the actor who played him,
Eldon Henson,
was a very good actor. It was just so sad and emotional for him, and I just wanted to give him a hug because he had to like lead them through the sewers where he was stuck for 5 years when he got turned into an Avox. It was just, I can't.
What about when his brother died?
That was so sad. He was just crying, but he wasn't really crying because he can't really like make noise, and he was just like, oh. And then Katniss felt so bad because he saw him crying. She's like, what have I done? I've killed my like friend Finnick. I've killed this guy's brother. We don't know what happens to him. I need like an epilogue. I need a whole series. Suzanne Collins. I need to know what happens to him.
Okay, so actually in this movie, Katniss was my favorite character. Katniss, every time she chooses Prim. She went into the Hunger Games because of Prim. And she wanted to win because of Prim. And she had the motivation just to go home because of Prim. Catching Fire, Prim. Mockingjay, everything, Prim. After Prim died, that was it.
And especially in the book, when her and Gale both risk their lives, this doesn't happen in the movie. But when Prim, they have to evacuate, but Prim went to go grab
no, the thing didn't like split open in the movie, like the street. It didn't do that. That didn't happen. I was like actually really pumped for that part, but you know what? That didn't happen.
They had staircases falling. My favorite part in the movie was the epilogue. It was also my favorite part in the book because it was just so cute. Peeta and Katniss together, and they had 2 beautiful children. They didn't have the plant book in the movie. Well, for those of you who don't know, Katniss and Peeta make a plant book, and that kind of like in the very end of the book, that kind of shows how they came back together. Because in this one, they just kind of like came back together. But in the book, they were friends at first, and then they made this plant book, and then they fell in love.
Okay, the epilogue was also my favorite part for all the same reasons, really. But I also really like the dress that Katniss was wearing.
When we went to go see Mockingjay in the theaters on opening night, we also saw the trailer for Allegiant, the last movie in the Divergent trilogy.
Glory to Jesus, hallelujah. It's not called Allegiant Part 1. We've been saved from the 4-part trilogy. We've been saved. And I am super pumped about this, except for the ending, which we don't like to talk about.
Denial isn't just a river in Egypt, Maddie.
If you don't know what we're talking about, because we're not going to say it, go read the Divergent books. They're good.
So that's all for now.
Follow us on all of our social media and add us on Insta, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything. And tell us what you think or thought of Mockingjay.
At the Tweeks. Bye!